One World Championship began back in 1950, the aesthetics of car design have wowed fans almost as much as the star drivers who race them. So choosing the greatest ever Formula One car is a difficult decision. But if sheer speed and utter domination are your defining criteria, then one car stands head and shoulders above the others, the McLaren Honda MP4. So is this the greatest Formula One car ever to grace the racetrack? There's no magic when it comes to winning in Formula One. The McLaren Honda MP4's total domination of the 1988 season was the result of a near-perfect package. The car featured radical aerodynamics, sleek lines that placed the driver and engine close to the ground, giving big gains in terms of aero performance. And it was powered by a pocket rocket. Honda raised the bar in terms of engine design with an incredibly fuel-efficient 1.5-litre turbocharged V6 that was as reliable as it was powerful. When Senna joined McLaren Honda for the start of the 1988 season, one of the sport's most magnificent and notorious driver pairings was born. The Brazilian's precocious talent had already established his status as a star of the future. He joined Alain Prost, the professor, renowned for his sleek driving style and intelligent racing. It was a partnership that would bring out the best, and at times the worst, in both of them. McLaren Honda had already signalled their intent when Alain Prost won the opening round of the 1988 championship, the Brazilian Grand Prix. What followed at round two, the San Marino Grand Prix, really tore the rest of the field apart. Senna took his first pole position for McLaren Honda and Alain Prost qualified in P2. But what made a mockery of the rest of the field was that both Senna and Prost were an incredible 3.3 seconds ahead of third place Nelson Piquet. The next day, Senna recorded his first race win for McLaren Honda with Alain Prost following him home and both drivers lapping the entire field. Senna had sublime abilities on a single qualifying lap. It was a quality he used to devastating effect on a regular basis. But even by his own exotic standards, the 1988 Monaco Grand Prix was something special. Earlier rain had left just a small slot of dry running to set a qualifying lap, so the pressure was really on, and delivered, driving with an intensity that even he admitted was beyond his own level of conscious understanding. His pole time was a full 1.5 seconds faster than Alain Prost's, and 4 seconds faster than the rest of the field. He later described it as being like an out-of-body experience, admitting that was the maximum for me. I never really reached that feeling again. Senna won his first driver's title in 1988 and McLaren Honda took the constructor's crown, but beneath the headlines, the statistics tell more of the story. The drivers won 15 of the 16 Grand Prix that season and led 1,003 of the 1,031 racing laps. Senna and Prost had 10 1-2 finishes and the team suffered just the one mechanical retirement. That would be a pretty good record now. It was incredible in an era when breakdowns were far more common. Statistically, the car is the most successful ever, winning just shy of 94% of the races it contested. It's difficult to overstate the significance of the McLaren Honda MP4. The design of both car and engine was visionary. It's an elegant and potent beast, dressed in a striking and iconic livery. For me, what makes this car so special, though, is the starring role it played in one of the most talked about seasons the sport has ever known. Is it the greatest Formula One car ever? Well, that's a subjective question. For me, though, it's not far from it.
And this is Takuma Sato in the 1988 McLaren MP4, the all-conquering, one of the greatest Formula One cars of all time.